Have you ever wondered what would happen if a single human gained enough power to stop time, bend reality, and alter the course of the entire universe? Would they protect that power or use it for their own gain? And if that human happens to be Dr. Stephen Strange, the answer becomes far more dangerous, because this is a man who has already seen and done things you and I couldn't even imagine. From using the Time Stone in Infinity War to find the one winning possibility out of millions, to embracing dark magic in Multiverse of Madness. Every time, Strange has taken the fate of the universe into his own hands. And now, Marvel is about to take us on his wildest, darkest, and possibly most dangerous journey yet. Yes, I'm talking about Doctor Strange 3, the film that's set to change the game for the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the years ahead. But before we dive deeper into the story, a quick note. If you truly want the fastest and most accurate updates from the world of movies, Cinema Update is where you need to be. Here, you don't just get the news. You get the full cinematic experience, where you feel like you've stepped right inside the screen. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now, because when it comes to movies like Doctor Strange 3, this is the only place you'll want to be for every single update. Now, back to the film that has Marvel fans losing sleep. Doctor Strange 3. At the end of Multiverse of Madness, we saw Strange's third eye open on his forehead, proof that the dark magic has sunk deep into him. And just then, Clea, Charlize Theron, appears, warning him that his actions have triggered an incursion, meaning two universes are on the brink of colliding. And if it isn't stopped, the entire multiverse will collapse. That cliffhanger wasn't just a post-credit tease. It was the true beginning of Doctor Strange 3. As for the release date, Marvel hasn't officially announced it yet, but industry reports suggest filming will begin in 2026, with a release likely in 2027. However, a November 2026 date is also being heavily discussed, especially because Avengers: Secret Wars is expected to release just before or around the same time. Marvel knows that without Strange, Secret Wars wouldn't be complete, which is why Doctor Strange 3 could end up serving as a direct prequel to that massive event. On the budget side, this is set to be one of Marvel's most expensive solo films ever. Multiverse of Madness had a budget of around $200 million. But with the inclusion of the Dark Dimension, extensive multiverse cameos, high-end CGI, and full IMAX 3D visuals, Doctor Strange 3 could easily cost between $250 to $300 million. Marvel is going all out here, knowing full well that Benedict Cumberbatch's Strange is now one of the pillar characters of MCU's Phase 6. The confirmed cast includes Benedict Cumberbatch returning as Doctor Strange, Charlize Theron reprising her role as Clea, and Benedict Wong returning as Wong. America Chavez, Xochitl Gomez, is also almost certain to return, as her multiverse traveling ability will play a huge role in the plot. Rumors suggest the main villain could be Nightmare, a terrifying entity who rules over dreams and fears, or Umar the Unrelenting, who is even more cunning and dangerous than Dormammu. Story-wise, this film will be more than just an adventure. It will be a psychological journey, forcing Strange to face the darkness within himself. Upon entering the Dark Dimension, Strange and Clea will find themselves in a universe where time flows visibly before their eyes, where the skies are filled with blazing violet clouds, and where reality can shift at any moment. Their mission will be to stop the incursion. But to do so, they'll have to face alternate Strange variants from other universes, and some of them will be so dangerous that the real Strange may struggle just to survive. Now, let's talk box office potential. Multiverse of Madness made $955 million, and Doctor Strange 3 has the potential to surpass even that. If the film includes big multiverse cameos, like the original X-Men, the Fantastic Four, or even some Avengers, it could easily cross 1.2 to 1.4 billion. And if it releases right before Secret Wars, Marvel hype will be at its absolute peak, setting this movie up to blow up the box office in spectacular fashion. But now think about it. Just how big could this explosion be, and why this isn't just about a single movie's box office, but a moment that could shift the entire balance of power in Hollywood. When we say a film has the potential to break records, it's not just because of the story or the star cast. Behind it is an entire ecosystem, a game plan set in motion not months, but years in advance. For Doctor Strange 3, Marvel has already begun playing that game, and this time, their target isn't just Marvel fans. It's every moviegoer who's drifted away from theaters over the past few years. You see, in recent years, the state of theaters has been unpredictable. After Avengers Endgame, Marvel's magic lost a bit of its shine. Phase 4 and Phase 5 have had their wins, but also some notable flops. Doctor Strange 3 is their reset button, the moment to remind the world why Marvel still rules global entertainment. This film isn't just selling a story. It's selling an event, one that will feel almost mandatory to experience, because this is the kind of movie that will only deliver its full impact inside a theater. And look at how strategically Marvel is playing this round. They know that Benedict Cumberbatch's name alone will pull a crowd, but they've quietly set another move in motion. The multiverse seed planted in Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Multiverse of Madness is now ready to fully bloom. In Doctor Strange 3, the multiverse won't just be a plot device. It'll be the battlefield where Marvel throws its full weight, not just in terms of VFX, but in the cinematic politics game as well. Cinematic politics, absolutely. In Hollywood, there's an unspoken rule. For a massive franchise film to truly break global records, it has to win on two fronts. First, fully satisfy its fan base, and second, pull in audiences from rival franchises. Marvel is planning to lure in DC fans, Star Wars fans, and even those who loved Avatar. To do that, they'll market Doctor Strange 3 not just as a superhero movie, but as a dark fantasy science fiction adventure, something that offers every kind of viewer something to grab onto. Then comes the psychology of the audience. Over the last few years, viewers have grown a bit tired of Marvel. Too many shows, too much content, and inconsistent quality. Doctor Strange 3 aims to flip that trend with a low-promotion, high-reveal strategy, meaning that half the magic will only be discovered in the theater, not in the trailers. Spider-Man No Way Home played this exact game and created a tsunami at the box office. Marvel knows that if they keep the trailer minimal and the big surprise cameos secret, social media will turn into their free promotion machine. But Marvel's not just banking on marketing tricks. Their release strategy is just as calculated. They'll launch Doctor Strange 3 in a window with no other mega franchise competition, ensuring at least a 3-week clean run. That's exactly what Avatar: The Way of Water did on its way past $2 billion. Marvel knows that to hit the $1.5 to $2 billion mark, they have to maximize the international market's potential. Speaking of the international market, Doctor Strange is actually more popular in Asia and Europe than in the US. In particular, China, India, and South Korea have a massive Strange fan base. This time, Marvel will roll out a pre-release promotional tour in these countries, and Benedict Cumberbatch himself may attend fan events there. These events make audiences feel like the film is theirs, not just another Hollywood product. And when that emotional connection happens, people don't just buy tickets. They bring their friends and family along too. There's also a secret weapon that could make Doctor Strange 3 stand out: cross-franchise cameos. Marvel and Disney know they can't just play the box office game alone anymore. Audiences expect something fresh every time. That's why there's heavy buzz that this film could feature characters from Marvel's old Fox-era X-Men universe and Sony's Spider-Man universe. That's not just a treat for Marvel diehards. It's bait for fans of entirely different franchises. And yes, this time Marvel is pushing the visual experience to the next level, using technology no film has attempted before. There will be different edited versions for IMAX, Dolby Vision, 3D, and even 4D motion theaters, which means that even if you watch it 3 times, the experience will be different every time. It's a clever revenue multiplier, because the same viewer might buy tickets multiple times. Of course, all this matters only if the movie has the kind of content that sticks in the audience's mind long after they leave the theater. The advantage for Doctor Strange 3 is that it won't just be about superhero fights. It will explore concepts that spark debates and theories, new multiverse rules, dangerous manipulations of time, and hints of what's coming in the next MCU phase. These ideas not only boost box office numbers, but also keep the film trending on social media for weeks. And if we compare directly, Avengers Endgame reached the top because it delivered the emotional payoff of 10 years of storytelling. The advantage for Doctor Strange 3 is that it will open the door to a mega event like Secret Wars, making audiences feel that if they skip it, they won't fully understand Marvel's biggest movie ever. That fear of missing out? That's its most powerful weapon at the box office.